So well, that's a fail, isn't it? Ooh, that was bad. That's really bad.
Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we have another mock test. Before we get started with the mock test and before I introduce the learner, anybody who still has to take the driving test needs to check out the following video. If you already passed, just skip the next 2 minutes.
Hooray! So this course really filled my knowledge gaps and I became more confident.
After watching some of the videos on the course, I felt really comfortable with the extra knowledge.
Before I passed my driving test, I was really nervous. It really helped me have more confidence, and I would take what I learned during the course into my lessons and really aid that.
The videos obviously help you because you're going into that lesson knowing exactly what you're going to do, and just having that knowledge just makes that lesson faster and you feel a lot better.
38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons. Okay, so today we have TADS. Yeah. So guys, for those of you who are watching for the first time, the learner drivers, they haven't had any driving lessons with me. They're just here for a mock test to see if they're ready for their actual driving test and to find out if they have any weak areas. In their driving. So Tads, could you tell us a little bit about your driving, please?
So I started in August. I've had about 36 hours. I felt pretty confident, but you know, with lockdown and stopping, it just knocked me back a bit. But you know, my test is soon, so I feel pretty ready for when it's done.
Cool. So you feel pretty ready. Is there any areas in your driving which you feel need a lot of work on, or aren't quite?
Hill starts, probably.
Hills.
Yeah, certain maneuvers.
Have you covered all the maneuvers though?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Yeah, so hills, that's the area that a lot of learners struggle with. Yeah. We'll see how you get on today. And obviously you haven't driven this car, and Tad is not from this area, so yeah, it makes it a little bit more difficult. Yeah. So yeah, have you done the show me, tell me questions with your instructor?
I've done a couple by myself.
Okay. So I'm gonna, obviously on your test, the examiner's gonna ask you one tell me question at the start, and the show me question he's gonna ask you on the move. The tell me question that I ask, Tads gets wrong. If you're going for your test, I strongly advise you guys to thoroughly revise all of the questions. Even though you can't fail for getting the wrong answer, it's important to start off well and create a good impression by showing that you have taken the time and effort to revise the questions. Okay, so could you tell me how you would check that your power assisted steering is working correctly?
Would you turn on the car and then there'll be a little indication on the dash, and will it say like an A with a line around it?
No.
No?
You can have another go?
Would it be a P?
No. So with the power assisted steering, what you do is, so you'd apply some pressure, like now, let's do it. So apply some pressure to your steering. Yeah. So try and turn your steering now. How does it feel?
Heavy.
Yeah. Start the car for me. As you're starting the car, apply a bit of pressure, to the steering.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. You see how that's?
Yeah.
It's not heavy anymore, yeah? That's how you check it's working correctly. I think the question you were getting confused is with the one about the ABS, where the sign comes up here for the anti-lock braking system. Okay, so you've watched the videos before, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so during this mock test, I won't tell you about any faults. We'll do that in the feedback at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, but obviously, for anyone that's watching, the faults will be, obviously, once the video is edited, the faults will be talked about just before they happen, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, any serious faults? Normally in what colour text?
Red.
Good. Normal driving faults?
Black text.
No.
White text.
No. So you said you've been watching loads of the videos? Amber texture.
Amber, okay.
Yeah, and any of your good points, they'll be in green texture.
Yeah.
Okay, so any questions before we start?
No question.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, Tads, if you could move off, please. Tads moves off with good observations and maintains a good slow speed when passing the parked vehicles. At the end of the road, turn left, please. When turning left, the signal cancels, so Tads should have reapplied it. When emerging out, Tad steers too much, so the back tyre of our vehicle goes over the curb. This right turning can be slightly confusing. Tads asks me where the right turn is, and my answer that wasn't much help was that it's to the right there.
I'm sorry, where is the right turn?
Just to the right there.
Yeah, I can't see. Okay, yeah.
So when you go forward, it'll be a bit clearer. Yeah.
Clearer.
It would help you more, but
No, that's
on the
fine.
driving test,
No.
examiner won't really help you out that much. And because she was unsure about the turn, our speed was too slow. After the turning, Tads checks the mirrors well. These two lanes merge into one, so it's important to check the mirrors for anyone that may be overtaking. Tads checks the mirrors well. When entering the new road after turning right at these lights, Tads builds up speed too slow. If it's safe and clear to do so, you should build up your speed fairly quickly to whatever the speed limit is on the road, so you don't hold up traffic behind. You can park up anywhere safe on the left, please. When stopping, Tads checks the mirrors well and stops in a good position, but she signals just before we approach a junction to our left. She should have waited until we had passed the junction. Thank you, and move off when you're ready, please. When moving off, Tads forgets to check the right blind spot, which is over her right shoulder. This should be checked just before you move off. Instead of selecting second gear, Tads accidentally selects neutral. She thought that this was really bad, but there was no one behind us, so it wasn't serious.
Oh, that was bad. That's really bad. Okay, let's go.
When we approached this left turn, Tads did check the left mirror, but now that we've been waiting for a while, she should check it again before turning to look out for any cyclists, but she doesn't check the left mirror again. When turning, Tads doesn't steer enough, so ends up going slightly wide. And again, after entering the new road, Tads builds up speed too slow. Now I've asked Tads to follow signs to Dudley, which is right third exit at both of these roundabouts. She does both roundabouts well and carries out good observations before exiting. After this roundabout there's another roundabout and Dudley's going to be right again, yeah?
Okay.
Third exit. When exiting the first roundabout, she could have come off in the right-hand lane as we were turning right again at the following roundabout, but Tads came off in the left lane, which was fine because she then moved over to the right safely. Again, Tads exits this roundabout well, but after exiting the roundabout, she forgets to cancel the signal. On this dual carriageway, Tads builds up speed too slow. She approaches this roundabout well, but after entering the roundabout, Tads drifts slightly into the right-hand lane. Up until now, Tads hasn't made a serious driving fault, but it all goes wrong on these uphill roads. To be fair, Tads did say hills was a slight weak area in her driving. She wasn't lying. When stopping behind this vehicle, Tads brakes late and stops too close to the vehicle. When stopping behind another vehicle, always ensure you can see its back tyres and a bit of road underneath. This is what we call the tyres and tarmac rule. When moving off, Tads brings the clutch pedal up too quickly and stalls. Stalling isn't a serious driving fault as long as you react well, meaning keep good control and be quick when restarting and moving off so you don't hold up traffic behind. But Tads doesn't react quick enough. In fact, she takes some time. and when attempting to move off, Tad stalls again, so I had to help her out.
Okay, if you could restart the car, just restart the car, please. No, brake. Okay, restart the car, please. Just turn the key. Okay, get the biting point for me. That's it. Hold the clutch a bit high. Hold it there now. Keep it there. Don't bring any high. Press the gas, please. That's it. Put the handbrake down for me. It's not fully down. That's it.
This time she moves off well.
Take this first turning on the right, please.
On the approach to this turn, Tad selects first gear in good time, but instead of bringing the clutch up and using clutch control, Tad stops when it's actually safe to go. She then stalls and really struggles to move off, so I had to intervene.
The car's still on, yeah?
Turn off.
It's still on. That's fine.
Okay.
If you just turn the key for me, please. Turn it on. Yeah, the other way, please. Switch it on. Let's take your feet off the pedals. Take your feet off. Yeah, just press a bit of gas for me, please. Okay. Right, a bit more gas now, and steer for me. Steer more. That's it. Less gas.
Tads realises that she's messed up. I do have some comforting words.
And it's all yours again, yeah? Sorry?
So well, that's a fail, isn't it?
Don't worry, it's a mock test.
I know.
It's only going to be seen by thousands of people.
That's fine.
Turn left, please.
This left turning, Tads approaches well and doesn't rush for the clutch pedal.
Safe on the left, please.
Before parking up, Tad signals too early. There is a junction to our left, so she should have waited to pass that before signalling. She also stops opposite a junction, which isn't a safe place to park.
Move off when you're ready.
When moving off, Tads carries out good observations and even has the clutch at the correct point so we don't roll back, but she should have used more acceleration when moving off.
End of the road, turn right.
When approaching this turn, Tads gets too close to these parked vehicles. Now we have another uphill junction, and I think you might be able to guess what happens here. Yeah, unfortunately, Tad stalls again and begins to roll back. There is a vehicle close behind, so I had to intervene.
You want to help you with this, are you okay?
Yes, please.
Okay, so what you're doing at the moment is just rushing off the clutch. Yeah, feel the biting point a bit higher. That's it, keep it there. Don't bring it any higher than this, yeah. I want you to use the gas when you decide to go, yeah. Okay, keep your left foot still. Okay, hand on the handbrake. Okay, after that car, it seems safe on that side. Let's look to that side as well. Remember, keep your left foot still there, please. Press a bit of gas for me now and release the handbrake. Keep the left foot still, left foot still. That's it, a bit more gas. You still brought it up a little bit, yeah, but it's better than before.
Yeah.
Okay, a bit more acceleration.
When turning right at these lights, Tad stalls, but this time she reacts well.
Did the car stop?
Yeah. Second turning on the left, please. This is the first one. Second one just after this parked car.
When approaching this turn, Tad selects second gear and slows the car down before checking her mirrors and signalling. You should always observe and signal before slowing down. Now I'm going to ask Tads the show me question. I ask her to open her window. She opens the back one too. This isn't a problem.
Could you show me how to open your window, please? Thank you. You can close it. Turn right, please.
This right turning is quite narrow, so Tads should have slowed down more. She approaches too fast.
Take the first turning on the right.
This first right turn, Tads approaches well.
End of the road, turn right, please.
But when emerging out at this turn, Tads doesn't observe correctly. She just takes a quick glance to the left and doesn't check towards the right. At this junction, she does good observations. Now I'm going to ask Tads to carry out the parking on the right manoeuvre.
And when it's safe to do so, if you could park on the right hand side of the road, please.
She was about to park up here, and this wouldn't be safe parking just before the bend, as this would obstruct oncoming vehicles. But when she notices the oncoming vehicles, she decides not to park there. Now we have this area in which Tad's could have parked. This would have caused less obstruction to other road users, but she decides not to park there.
Thank you. And if you could reverse back 2 car lengths.
Tads carries out good observations before reversing.
Do you have to push this one down to
No, you just have to pull the lever up from the front. That's it there.
Okay.
When she stopped after the reversing, Tads could have used a handbrake. She doesn't, so the vehicle rolls back slightly.
Yeah.
Yep. And move off when you're ready, please. Thank you. And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left.
Now we're going to end the test here. Let's find out what Tads thought about her driving and all of those hills.
And switch off the engine, please. Okay, so we're going to end the test here.
Okay.
Tads, how do you think you did?
Horrible. It was alright apart from the hills, I think.
Yeah, you weren't lying when you said your hills were a week earlier. Okay, so yeah, it was every time you came to the hill, you could see how stressed you were getting. Yeah, I could just sense it. Yeah. Okay, that's what came in and helped you at that point. Yeah. Okay, so obviously you're taking driving lessons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and so look, you know, on your driving lessons, yeah. If your instructor doesn't identify your weaknesses, which he or she should anyway, yeah. But you yourself, like you told me, that your weak area was hills.
Yeah.
So on a driving lesson, you're paying for a driving lesson. What should you do on your next lesson? Do you think?
Tell them I need to focus on that hill.
Yeah. So I don't want to do anything else. I want to make sure I can gain more confidence on hills.
The thing is, when I'm doing the hills and there's no one behind me, like 9 times out of 10 I can do it. But if there's people behind me, that's the problem, which doesn't help because
it adds to the pressure, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, but you've got to get ready for that.
Yeah, I know.
Because you've got to get yourself ready. Yeah, just imagine you're in a situation like that, and you say in your driving test you didn't get any hills and you passed your test.
Yeah. Still in real
and
life.
you're on your own in the car, and you're in that kind of situation.
Yeah.
You'd be stuck there. Okay. So hills. What I want you to do is watch a video which is got. Obviously, this video is going to be uploaded. Your mock test in about 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, because I've got other ones filmed before this, but tonight I'll be uploading a Brandon's driving lesson video, and we're doing hills. He's doing hills for the first time. Please watch that.
Yeah.
You're going to learn a lot from that.
Yeah.
You'll understand how to approach. At the moment, you're just going there and stopping.
Yeah.
And you're using your handbrake and everything. You don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Unless you're waiting for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. So have a look at that video and then go on to your lessons and tell your instructor that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Roundabouts are pretty good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Make sure when you're going straight ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're starting off good in your lane, then you're drifting slightly over.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Keep to your lane discipline. Yeah. Luckily, there's no one right next to us.
Okay.
So okay, you weren't fully going into that lane. You're going over the lane
Just a bit.
little bit. Yeah. Okay. Hills, obviously, there were every time we did there was about I think 3 times we
every
messed up
time.
on the hills. Yeah. Okay. So each time that would have been a serious fault. And the other thing you need to work on is your build up of speed.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It was every time we entered a new road, not every time, but most of the times.
Yeah.
It's nice and clear. Speed limit's 30, and we're taking ages
To get there.
to get to say one time a car even overtook us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And it just kept happening.
Yeah.
Even on the dual carrier, speed limit's 50. Yeah. You're realizing what the speed limit is.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
speed.
there,
Your
but
speed.
not quick enough.
Yeah. It's not quick enough.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was a continuous thing that kept happening. So your mind is built up there. So I'll turn that into a serious fault here.
Okay.
Okay. Apart from a couple of times we got close to parked cars.
Okay.
Yeah, just be careful on that. One time I think we were just focusing on the hill too much and there were parked cars there. I think you started stressing about the hill, yeah. Okay. The other thing, when you come into the end of the road, positioning sometimes it's a bit far back or too much to the right, when we're turning left, and you've got to make sure you do your observations. Like if you can't see, what should you do?
Stop.
Yeah, and if you still can't see after you stop, what should you do?
Edge closer.
Yeah, edge forward, lean your body forward as much as you can.
Yeah.
At one of the junctions, there was hardly any checks. It was a tricky turn. It was right, then we were turning right again.
Yeah.
But they were giveaway markings. You didn't even check both sides properly.
Okay.
Just rushed into it.
Right.
Okay. So that. What else was there? When you're when asked you to park up.
Yeah.
Don't rush for your signal straight away.
Okay.
Yeah, check your mirror, see what's happening behind you, and look for a safe place. A couple of times there was a junction, and you were signalling just before it.
Right.
Okay, what could people think you're doing?
I'm turning.
Yeah, you're turning into it. Yeah. Okay. The maneuver. Not bad at all, yeah. Okay. So I should park up on the right hand side when it's safe to do so, yeah. There was a bend first, yeah.
Right.
Okay. And you signaled you were gonna stop, but then you saw the car coming. Luckily that car saw you continued.
Oh,
Would it be safe to park before the bend?
No, yeah.
Because anyone coming around there won't be able to see you. Okay. So but then we went around the bend, then there was a nice bay for you to pull up in.
Yeah.
Why didn't you use that? You could have used that.
Because I felt like I wouldn't have been able to straighten my wheel properly.
Okay, cool. So that wouldn't have been a serious fall, but if there's a bay there, use it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you're reversing, okay, how many times did you look at this back screen? Turn your head around for me, please, and look at the screen. How many times did you do that?
Probably twice, maybe.
Did you? Okay, you got to make sure you do that a lot more.
Yeah.
You were so focused on your position from the curb, which is important as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're just looking there. It's got to, when you're moving back, you should be looking out of that back screen.
Right. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just might mark that one as a minor.
Okay.
Okay. And then when we were about to move off, you roll back slightly.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, but definitely work on the once you sort out those hills, which to be honest, it's a 1 or 2 lesson job really.
Yeah.
Make sure your next lesson doesn't matter what your instructor says. Remember, you're paying for the lesson.
Yeah.
I want to sort out my hills, and obviously we already did the one maneuver. Anything else you're unsure about? You said the other maneuvers as well.
Yeah.
Go through them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You still got a few weeks for your test.
Yeah.
You can easily sort it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of good stuff to your driving. Just make sure, like the things I said, junctions when you come to the end of the road, don't rush.
Don't rush.
Yeah. Do you use any kind of routine when you approach a junction?
I mean, I should, yeah.
But what routine are you supposed to use? Do you know?
Is the MSP? Oh.
You don't sound too sure about it. Yeah. It's these routines.
Yeah.
Every time, like the examiner or your instructor asks you to take a turn, if you remember those and carry out those in the correct order, you won't miss anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're approaching a bit too fast on the approaching turns. Yeah. Okay. Position sometimes could be Could be better. Observations, like we talked about earlier, missing. So try and use these routines and stick to them if you can, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. But, yeah, like I said, obviously this mock test didn't go how you wanted it to go, yeah?
Yeah.
But
as soon as I saw the hill, I knew, like...
Yeah. I think you shouldn't have told me at the start, you know.
Game over.
you know, when you told me at the start.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I know where to take it now.
Okay.
Okay. But that's the whole point. I like to
Yeah.
test you guys, find out your weaknesses, because this isn't the real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you guys to pass the real thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And you can just make sure you sort out these hills, please. Okay. And the other thing, you know, when you do stall,
Yeah.
you got to react a lot quicker.
Okay.
At the moment, what you're doing is, the first time you stalled, yeah,
Yeah.
load the traffic behind us,
Yeah.
you switched off the engine, and you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, you've got to be a quick reaction.
Okay.
You can't hold up the traffic for that long.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. But like I said, you know that video of uploading later on in the evening?
Yeah.
Please watch it. It's going to
Yeah.
make a lot of sense to you how to
Yeah.
approach, how to deal with hills, practice that clutch control. Okay, Tads, any questions?
No.
Thank you very much for coming down to do the mock test. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. And guys, like always, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.